I just want to start off the video saying that I'm sick. Tengo gripa or catarro, one or the other. I've been sick for, well, actually it's leaving because I've been sick since the night for, New Year's Eve. Tell me how come I did not get to do anything fun. We were gonna go out, like I was gonna plan to do my makeup, I was gonna get dressed, I had an outfit, I was gonna wear heels, I was gonna leave my baby with my sister. And I ended up going to bed really early. My baby had fell asleep first, and then I went to bed. So I've been sick. I was trying to avoid like kissing up on him and hugging him too much, like just contact just when I was breastfeeding. But I ended up passing some of my sickness to him. He's just coughing though, but not as bad as you would think. Lucky for me. So this video is about my pump. I decided to do a video of just the pump by itself because the pump is a lot, like a little things for the pump, just small details on how to clean and just the stuff, the package I purchased and how much it actually how much I actually used of it and was it worth it and just stuff like that. So it was towards the beginning of my breastfeeding journey, basically. Still, maybe I would say like 2 weeks into breastfeeding, like it was horrible. Like I had said before, it really hurt for me in the beginning. I just sat there and cried every time it was time to feed him. It was just it was very, very scary at first. I'm stuffy, by the way, sorry. My mocos are making me sound weird. So we used different kinds of things. I used the nipple shield for one feeding. Like, let me tell you, this is before I bought the breast pump. My baby's dad bought me a nipple shield because we heard many other moms tell me to try it out to see if it was going to be a right fit. I didn't use the nipple shield. That's why I didn't really show it, but I did have one. It's just that I only used it one time. So why would I recommend you to use a nipple shield if it didn't work for me? So I put it on, and what it does is it gets the baby to latch on perfectly and protect your nipple, or it helps your nipple heal if it's already like cracked and all kinds of like bleeding. Like mine was bleeding. So I tried to heal it, but it's hard to freaking heal if your boob is cracked or it was already bleeding or there's a scab. Like, it's just like a regular scab on your body. Of course, it takes time for it to heal. So this time I tried to use the nipple shield. Now, when I used it, 2 seconds in, I was like, take it off. Like, I'd rather, prefiero rifármela sola than with it on, because it was just horrible. I was just like, you know what, nah, it's not working. So no, it was a waste of $12 or how much it was. I don't even know how much it cost, nor do I care. Like I said, I don't recommend it because it didn't work for me. So I mean, if it works for you, yay, because it did not work for me. So we had tried using formula one time, then it got constipated. So then I went back to breastfeeding after maybe 2 different times of going to the nursing lady. I forgot. There's a specific word because she has a degree to do that. Whatever. Professional help, basically. I went to professional help, and I sat in her rocking chair, and she was looking at how I was latching. She said I was latching correctly, so it wasn't my latch. It was just that my boobs were just trying to get used to the whole breastfeeding. So she recommended me to get a breast pump to help me help my flow and stuff like that. So we went back home. Started getting more comfortable in a rocking chair. I even brought a rocking chair from outside because my dad had rocking chairs outside. We went outside, and I started using a rocking chair inside the house. So then that night, I felt like everything that she taught me was down the drain one more time. Like, my boobs were hurting. It was horrible. So the last resort was getting a breast pump. That's the last thing I had not tried yet. I was like, you know what? So I had returned a few things that I had that I was like, you know what? I'm not going to even use this baby monitor right now. There's no point of having it because he's with me. I'd rather just return this expensive baby monitor and buy me a pump. So I told my baby's dad, let's go. I was just like, meh, I didn't want to go. So I sent my baby's dad. Crazy. I cannot believe I sent that man. I don't even know what I was thinking. Maybe because I was just so tired and I didn't feel like even doing my eyebrows. Like I was just always very like going through the baby blues. So I mean, it was really hard for me to like get up and like, oh, you know, let's put on makeup or let's dress up. Like I just wanted to shower and then be in pajamas and all day. Like that's just the baby blues I was going through. So I sent my baby's dad. My baby's dad gets to Target and this is his story. He was telling me that there was a lady in the breast pump aisle, I guess where the breast pumps are at. Now he didn't know what he was doing, obviously. My baby's dad is 20. So he was 19 when I got pregnant, but then he was 20 last year before my baby was born. He turned 20. So he don't know. Let's be real. He's a young bi-side dad. He don't know. So he asked, I guess a Caucasian lady, what did she recommend? Now, she recommended the pump I had. Now, the package was the most expensive package on the thing, except for, like, maybe it didn't come with, like, there's a special bra where you can stick and I'll show you right now. These two things, there's a special bra and it keeps you right here so you can do like your makeup and do whatever else, cleaning or whatever while you're pumping. Now that's the most expensive one. I thought mine was the most expensive one, but then there's a package that comes with the bra where you can stick it on. So mine comes with a bag. My package was like maybe $250. It was expensive, no lie. So it looks like this. It's dirty because of the paint and us moving to a new house. But the pump is inside. It's small. It's not that big. It's this, maybe the size like of a cookie box. That's not that big. It's in there. You see it? Well, it comes in this bag, like for a travel purposes and you going to work and stuff like that. So it came handy. Now the bag has 2 pockets and a little pocket right here. The pump looks like this. This right here is a release button. This is the flow of how low you can go low and it can get higher of how it's gonna suck really quickly. There's a thing where you just can do just 1 breast or 2 breaths, and this is so you don't have to ruin the process of the breast. My bad. When you're pumping, the air is sucking. So if you like not comfortable for doing 2, I think. Or maybe you just want to do 1 and 1, because sometimes it depends on the person of their milk flow. Let's say this one's like really great, this one's really sucks. So you want to just stop and do the really good one first, and then, you know, the crappy one and on a higher mode. So it comes with everything. I put them together so you can see it. It comes with 2 of these strings. Now these are the strings. The air gets sucked in through here. This goes on your breast like that. And it comes apart in the package like this. This came together. That was okay. All you had to do was put that on there. It comes with these flappies. There's like a specific name, but I don't know. And in the package, this one, it came with 5 of them. And then you had to buy the rest. They're expensive, so you're supposed to change them. I think, don't quote me on that. You're supposed to change them every almost 2 months. I would say hygiene purposes, you can change it whenever you want to change it. They're expensive though, and keep that in mind. You know, Hispanics, I like to boil everything, and everything is in Clorox and Dawn soap. So I always cleanse it. So if you clean them all the time, every day, like if you on top of like cleaning it and everything, it'll last you a while. It will last you the 2 months, and then you could take them off and then get some new ones. They are expensive though. The package came obviously with manuals, its own plug-in. Now the cool thing about this one specifically, this is the one to stick in, you know, into the plug. Well, it also comes with this one, and this one you could put batteries in it. Now, I never used it because just nunca me ha llegado la necesidad. But this one, you can put batteries in it, and you can breast pump in your car or wherever else that there's no electricity. At least you got some batteries in there, and you can still pump. This one didn't come with storage bags, because, you know, some of them give you some samples to see if you know, to keep buying the brand. So this one is the Medela one. I like their brand. I've used a lot of their products. They're all for that, and they're a really good brand. A lot of people like them. They this one, they gave you some of the nursing pads that I said last video. And that's what that came in. I think that if you're gonna work, or if you want to keep breast pumping, or if you even want to introduce the bottle to your baby, I think breast pump is the way to go. The breast pump is really expensive. There are insurances that cover it. Since I was like on the verge of like just giving up, I want to go buy it. I went ahead and bought it. But people really can apply, and I'm not sure how that works out. My sister's the one that did it. Her insurance actually covered hers, and they can send you, I think it's like a specific check specifically for the breast pump, and you could do it like that. It depends. I'm not sure how everybody insurances is. It's just different. You just call and ask if you plan on going back to work and you can pump. So what I would do at night is, let's say, so you would pump. The best time to pump is right in the morning when you wake up. Now, if you're going to work, that's perfect. But if you pumping and breastfeeding, it's really hard. So for me, I did it just to help my boobs. It's not really like I did it to go back to work, even though I can use it now. But at the time, I was just using the pump just for my own break on my boobs because it hurt. So I think it's better if you are going to work, invest in it. But if you are like me and you want to be a baby and cry all the time because your boobs hurt, the pump helps. It helped me. You do have to clean everything all the time because it's just pretend it's like regular dishes. You have to clean them, and it sucks because it takes forever to clean. But it's worth it. I really loved this pump. My baby's dad always saw me pump. At first it was scary because it looked funny. I felt like a cow. They always say to try to do it by yourself, like make sure nobody's in the room making you feel uncomfortable. Like at first I was like, oh my God, like I told my baby's dad to get out the room. Like I couldn't do it in front of him. After that I was like, you know what, I la chingada, boop, put it on. I would start pumping. At first, don't get discouraged. You're gonna pump casi nada. You're gonna pump like less than an ounce. You're gonna pump. It's normal because your boobs are not used to that suction. It's the same concept. Like think about it. Like if you put something brand new to your boobs are like, So yeah, that's how it was for me. I pumped less than 1 ounce. And I started using different products because I was like, oh my God, I'm not pumping nothing. But I wasn't exclusively pumping. Like I was exclusively breastfeeding. That's why I didn't understand at first because I was just so ignorant when it came to breastfeeding. I felt like I just didn't know nothing. But I'm glad I learned throughout many times and looking at different videos, hearing all kinds of stories and stuff like that. I became very informed. Since I wasn't exclusively pumping, my dose, the milk that would get pumped wouldn't be a lot. It'd be like the most I could pump was like 8 ounces, but after like 5 months. So it took me a while. Some girls got a hell of a lot of milk production. Me, it took me a little bit, but I had enough for him. Like he was just never hungry, so I knew for a fact I had good milk for him. I just didn't have enough to constantly breastfeed all day and pump. Like I wasn't juicing it like that. I wish I would have made my life so much easier, but no, it was okay. It wasn't as bad. So what I did was I would take maybe about 3 water bottles with you because you're gonna wake up anyways. Your baby's crying all the time, so you could drink water, and like every time you woke up, drink some water. And I mean like drink like half the bottle of water. Yeah, you're like, oh, but I have to pee. Go pee. Your baby is gonna wake up anyways. You might as well just drink water or take a snack. Sometimes I would take like there's certain things that you shouldn't be eating at night. Like, it's bad for your stomach and stuff like that. Well, I would take like just small snacks, like, and I mean like lactation cookies. I would take those because just depends. Some products, I'm not gonna even get into the products of like lactation crap. No te la creas. I don't ever trust those products. I've tried every product you can possibly imagine. And if you'd be like, oh, did you try this product? Yes, I did. And it sucked. I don't believe none of that crap. I believe in what my Mexicans always taught me. My mom always told me that, you know, eating sopitas de lentejas, lentils. I don't know. I used to do that. I used to eat anything with flax seeds. I would go to Bulk Nation here in Lakeland or any kind of organic store or whatever and buy different kinds of foods for my milk production. I'll talk about that in another video. We'll talk more about what I put in food. So I would pump, and I mean every 2 hours. They always tell you if your baby's not feeding or eating, pump every 2 hours. And I mean that's how it was for like days at a time. As my baby grew up, I would just pump more and you get more and more milk. And what I would do is I would give him that bottle at night. I'm like, oh, I'm too lazy to wake up. I'll make my baby's dad heat up the bottle that I had pumped so he can go ahead and feed. So he was introduced to the bottle real young because I wanted my baby's dad to help me too. And I wanted to sleep a little bit more than 2 hours. So he was always getting fed breast milk. So I would pump every 2 hours and I'd drink some water and have like a little piece of cookie to help me at night, because you're not pumping a lot at night in the fact because you're not drinking water and you're not eating at night. So I learned that you would have to like drink some water at night so you can pump every 2 hours. And that's just how it is. If you want a lot at night, but if you're exclusively breastfeeding during the day and want to help yourself out, that's what I would do. I'd pump at night, and with that bottle that I would pump the next night, he would have a bottle. So I didn't have to wake up. I would make my baby's dad help me, because I know a lot of girls are like, well, my baby's dad doesn't ever help me and he don't wake up and stuff like that. So that's what I did. And that's all that was inside of the breast pump, but it was like good stuff. This will last you a long time. You don't have to, as long as you take care of these specific things, it'll last you a long time, except for I think they're called like, I'll put it up here in the price. These ones are the only things you probably have to replace the most than anything. If you take care of this, just clean them real good, and I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. I'm pretty sure. If anything, just let me know. But I didn't exclusively pump, so I mean, it might not last you if you honestly are just pumping and just like breastfeeding your baby like at nighttime when you're off of work. It might not last you as long, but mine has lasted me since now. I've only ever changed the flappy white ones, and the only thing I have not used is probably just the thing with the batteries, because like since I have not been working as much, so it don't matter to me. Everything else, yeah, it came out to be like $235. I'm gonna check one more time the price of my package that I bought, or that they bought me. And that's what works for me. If you have any more questions, just let me know. I have many things to say about breastfeeding, so just let me know what kind of breast pumps you guys used. I love hearing all kinds of breast pumps, because I like recommending to other girls who need my help, or young girls, because young girls breast pump too, or breastfeed and breast pump too. And just because, you know, they look at us like, oh, you know, you're so young, and it's more modern girls, they don't breastfeed as much their babies. And I mean, it's okay, but I wanted to breastfeed, and I just liked when my family, because they're as Mexican as they can get, they'd be like, oh, you know, qué bonito que ella quiere darle pecho a su bebé. And it feels good when I would tell my family like, oh, you know, I'm breastfeeding, and they'd be like, oh, that's real shocking, because, you know, girls around your age, they don't breastfeed like nowadays. It's not as common, unfortunately. And it's true. I mean, maybe like two or three of my friends breastfed. Rest of my friends, they all bottle fed. I mean, I don't care. They're still my friends, and I still love them, and I'm glad they tried to breastfeed, but most of them didn't. And that's okay. That's fine. But I liked what I've done, and I'm very proud of myself. Next video will be what I ate and what could help you for your breast production and stuff like that. Just let me know, and I'll make a video on it. Thank you.